Well, hello, and my name is Odyssey, and I'm with Queen of Pentacles Tarot. I'm here to do a general reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo for June 2018 for the time frame of June 1st to June 8th. This is a very simple reading, but it will give you a gift for this week at the end. So, my beautiful Virgos, let's get started. Again, this is a general reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo for the time frame of June 1st to June 8th, 2018. Let's get started. Okay, my beautiful Virgos, what I'm going to be doing is reading the cards from left to right, from top to bottom. I'll be stating the name of the card and the card's position, and then I'll go ahead and do your reading for you. Let's get started. Okay, the first card we have the Eight of Cups. And this is you now, Virgo. And in the next position on the right, we have the Five of Swords, and this is the overall theme. Moving on to the next card on the left in the second row, we have the Four of Pentacles. And this represents a lesson you have already learned and that you should keep in mind for this week. In the center, we have your challenge card. This is the Ace of Swords. To the right of that, we have the lesson you are learning now, and this is the Nine of Cups. And your gift this week is the Seven of Swords. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to do your reading for you. So, Virgo, I just want you to keep in mind, this reading can apply to yourself or someone in your life, or it can just be like situational. So it doesn't have to be applicable to you, but it can be applicable to your situation or someone that you know. Okay, Virgo, so the first card represents you now. Virgo, this card is telling me that you at this time are walking away from something. Either you have recently walked away from something, or you are thinking about walking away from something, or or you might be walking away from something in the very near future, but this is supposed to represent you now. Okay, this is the overall theme, Virgo, and I was kind of like wondering about this card as I was going over the cards. This is the Five of Swords, Virgo, and wow, what has gone on? The last time I read this card in a reading, it meant someone had an argument or a quarrel, and it was very fast, and one of the persons involved was very much concerned about winning. You can see that one individual has three swords. There are two other individuals depicted, but there are two swords on the ground, so we can assume that those two swords did belong to the two individuals. So yeah, I'm gonna say, somebody was there was a fast argument, there was a quick argument or a quick fight, and someone very much just wanted to win. This can apply to yourself or another individual. This represents something that you have already learned that you are to keep in mind for this week, Virgo. Now, this card can only represent one of two things, but it's basically the same thing. It can represent cash flow, okay, and it can mean that someone is holding on to their money too tight, and that usually that comes about from not having enough, or it can mean that someone is holding on to something too tightly. So in other words, they're not releasing something, they're not letting go of something. This is something that you've already learned that you are to keep in mind for this week. So Virgo, you'll have to know how that applies to your situation. This is your challenge card for this week, Virgo. The Ace of Swords represents someone speaking their truth, someone just saying it all. Someone making communication, not holding back, but speaking the truth outright. It can also represent a new beginning in terms of communication between people, perhaps between two people. It can be that time when someone says something to someone that needed to be said, and that puts them on a new path, a new page, the same page, puts them both on the same page, because perhaps they get some sort of understanding from the communication. So this is your challenge card for some reason. So I'm saying that maybe you're holding back, maybe you don't want to hear the truth, maybe you don't want to speak the truth, but this is your challenge card, Virgo. You'll have to understand why that is your challenge. The Nine of Cups represents the lesson you're learning now, Virgo. And this means a wish fulfilled, okay? But it also has an element of smugness to it. It can. So, Virgo, what does this mean? I mean, because what this is telling me, I want to say this the right way. Why would this be a wish fulfilled and smugness, and it's a lesson that you're learning now? Does that mean that you are having your wish fulfilled and you're being smug towards someone else? Or does it mean that someone else is having their wish fulfilled and they're being smug and this is towards you? Why is this the lesson you're learning now, Virgo? You'll have to know how this applies to your situation. And your gift this week, Virgo, is the Seven of Swords. Virgo, this card represents one of three things or three things. It either means deception, betrayal, or stealing. I'm going to look at the overall reading together. The Eight of Cups in the top left represents someone walking away from someone or something. The next card represents a quarrel, a quick fight. Something took place. Someone wanted to win and did win. The next card means someone's not releasing something. The next card in the center is the Ace of Swords. Someone needs to speak the truth, wants to speak the truth, but this is your challenge card. It may also mean that you don't want to hear the truth or you don't want to speak the truth, Virgo. The next card is a lesson that you are learning now. It's the Nine of Cups, which means a wish fulfilled, but there's an element of smugness to it. And your gift this week is the Seven of Swords, which represents deception, betrayal, or stealing. Virgo, you'll have to know how this applies to your situation. Please do give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down if this resonates. Leave a comment. Again, this is Odyssey with Queen of Pentacles Tarot, and I thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.